Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another video over here on youtube.com/SamusGarobo. Of course, you could be watching live on twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. But, it is what it is. Anyway, today is going to be an ETR day, which means we're going to take a quick look at our current life, what we like about it, what we dislike about it, and what we can improve. So, for those of you not sure what's going on, we are working through our Aasimar Scourge lives, and we decided to try an 18-1-1 Bard Rogue Ranger. The reason that obviously each of the levels are important, or each of the classes are important, is one, Ranger means that we have to, unless we're going to use a +1 Heart of Wood, which for ETR lives and racial lives and stuff like that, I would never recommend investing in a +1 Heart of Wood unless you're going to stay in a class or build for a long period of time, which I am not. I like having rogue levels when I am... I think I'm going to mostly be soloing. It's just a little bit extra experience. Or if I'm doing higher level things, and I can't afford to take a primary role because, say, I'm like significantly under-leveled, then I can at least step back and take care of like the trapping role and kind of like more of a assistant/help type role. So I think one level of rogue does a lot of work in that kind of regard. And then we wanted to focus on bardness for this particular life. So the thing that's really controversial about this build isn't necessarily the ins and outs of this, and of course how much better a level of cleric would be over, say, like a ranger level or a rogue level, which would be pretty huge for like DPS and stuff like that. With those things aside, the thing that's really controversial and weird about this build is how I set up the enhancement points. So the enhancement points on this build, originally for heroics, I wanted to try the tier 5 Fade Arc Illusionist. And it was fine. Like, I didn't have the spell enhancement feats and stuff like that, spell power, to really kind of push that force magic. I think it's probably okay. But I would like to really focus in on it one of these lives. I'm going to play with it more deeply in some upcoming Sork lives, I think. But at 20, I reset my enhancements, and I wanted to go tier 5 in Swashbuckler, but I still wanted a capstone. And a lot of the things that I was getting out of Fade Arc Illusionist are still really good. So here I kind of took out the damage portions of Fade Arc Illusionist and focused even more in on the crowd control aspect of it with like color spray, being able to fire off the capstone to have it for the extra +2 charisma and whatnot and illusion DCs, but also to have that whatever it's called here, the active ability to cloak your entire team. I really like it. I think it's really strong. It's really powerful. Now, the downside of going so deep in Fade Arc Illusionist is you have to find a way to get yourself magical training. So you can either take the feat, which I didn't want to, or you can spend 4 points, in this case over in the Spellsinger tree, to get magical training. I felt like it kind of worked out for us in that way. So yeah, that's kind of the weirdness of this build. The rest are the 15 points +2 in the Aasimar Scourge, so we can get all the way up here in the maces, Morning Stars, etc. So the point of this build is to overlap maces and Morning Stars and whatnot with swashbuckling, which means you have exactly one weapon type, and that's a light mace, and it's pretty terrible. But it is what it is, and it's fine. It's medium. The damage output on it is not the best. It kind of grinds through things at a reasonable pace. Again, we're using our little level 20 weapon here. I don't know. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. So, what do I like about this build? I like that it has excellent crowd control. Like, very, very excellent crowd control. I like that it's got an insta-kill effect with the trip and the coup de grace. I like that stuff. Things I don't like about it. I don't like the fact that it doesn't feel like there's any real weapons. The closest thing I could do to coming up with a real weapon would be to craft like a Thunderforge weapon, probably like a tier 2 at level 26, and even that doesn't. I don't think it would feel very good. Yeah, and is there even like another weapon? I can't think of another good one. At 29, you can have like the anti-Fey one or um, the Barovian one, the Lord March or whatever, or a Night Mothers. Like you could get one of those, and that might be good enough, like a good power jump upgrade. But even then, it doesn't feel on paper great. But I could be very wrong. That could be very good. Otherwise, I feel like the build is very sturdy. Like we've got a reasonable amount of hit points. We have, and we're not in epic defensive. Oh wait, maybe we are in epic defensive fighting right now. We're normally not in epic defensive fighting. Yeah, that definitely looks much worse now. Normally not in epic defensive fighting. Then we get like another 300 or 400 when we go into an epic quest or a Reaper quest. So like it adds up, and there's quite a bit of layers to it. PRR feels good. MMR feels good. We could use more PRR, but I don't have the correct set, so it's kind of a little bit depressing. But overall, I feel like I had a lot of fun with this build. I'm thinking about trying not going as Dark and Fey Dark Illusionist, doing something just like the 11 or 12 points in Fey Dark Illusionist to pick up You've Got My Back and Color Spray, which means we're losing 3, 4, at least 4 off of our DCs. So all of a sudden, Color Spray may become not good enough anymore. And I want to experiment in War Chanter and see what we have going on for War Chanter Next Life. So a little bit of A, a little bit of B. All right, buddy. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really do appreciate it. And feel free to join us live as we tear up these various TRs and whatnot. Thanks for watching. Doodles.